working with OpenText as a senior cybersecurity consultant. So my primary area of expertise includes architecturing and designing solutions for perimeter security devices, and which includes like next generation firewalls, web application firewalls, and honeypots, secure access service edges, and also like TNS security and email security devices. So I try to like work with the application teams most of the times and like design solutions adhering to the open text standards as well as like governance and compliance standards which we follow. So that is my primary area of expertise. And given my intro, I would believe that you guys should understand I'm not going to speak anything technically here. So I'll just like use this forum as to share my experience, like as a first time attender to the SIT Bangalore event. So to be honest, like I was very skeptical to come. I also mentioned it to Satish so during lunch. But I would say I'm a technology lover, so I feel privileged to be in this era. So with that, like the one thing which resonated to me attending the event was in fact the AI part. So we know that like AI is going to change the way we work. It would be an understatement if we say that like it has already changed the way we work. So if not like long ago, like 2 years back, we have been working completely different, and now if you ask me, like we are working completely different. So I love the fact that the entire event was designed around AI and how it transforms business on a larger scale, like how SAP does. Like I was astonished by to see the plethora of products which SAP produces and how they are incorporating.
Oh, we lost little audio, Hariharan. So, am I audible, Kunal? I think
Yeah,
you're.
yeah, yeah.
Ah,
I
okay, right. I think Hari
can
has
hear
to
you.
join back actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Or maybe we can proceed further.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Hari is back, I guess.
Hi Satish. He's just reconnecting. He got disconnected from the network. So yeah.
So I think you don't mind if I introduce your family.
No, no issues at all. I'd be proud.
So just a small note. Uh, Apieksha
Yes,
and
it is.
Hari, they're all married, and she has forced him to bring to this event. That's a feedback that you are getting from Hariharan. It was a nice catching up with you, and Hariharan coming actually from a different spectrum of task, right? He's
Mhm.
you know, kind of a from a open text and
Mm,
doing all this compliances and other areas
mm.
not related to SAP, but then surely the technology and the progress and the latest stack of things that's happening there. I think that glued them to be till there at the end of the day, I guess.
Right, right. Exactly, Satish. Good that he
Yeah.
joined me actually. Yeah.
So people listen, right?
Right, right. Yeah. I had to travel like very long from, I mean, so I had to bring him. For company,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
bought him, but it's good
Mm,
that he was also able to,
correct.
kind of relate to the content. Yeah, I think he's back now. He'll be
Yeah, yeah.
continuing.
Yeah, career, and you can continue, I think.
Hey, sorry, yeah, sorry, Satish. I
I was
don't know, like,
introducing your story, how you landed in SAP Inside Track.
yeah,
That's it. When you are not there. Okay.
right, right. Yeah,
Uh,
that was the story itself. To be very honest, as I said.
right.
So yeah, I was just like mentioning that, right? So I was astonished to see the plethora of products which SAP has and how it is incorporating AI in each one of them. That was really exciting to see, and I was fortunate enough to attend a couple of events. Like I didn't attend the like all the sessions, but I was fortunate enough to attend a couple of them. One like where they were mentioning about AI for developers, and the other one from Mahesh, I believe. He was like talking very generically about AI and how it is gonna like shape our future in the coming near future and all that. So that was really exciting to see, and I would agree to his point because like when we talk about AI, like just not like very long back, we were speaking about generative AI, right? So now we are speaking about agentic AI. So we can see and it was not very long back also. Like we can see the pace and scale how in which AI is growing, which is a very good thing, according to my perspective. But yeah, I think we as individuals should be able to like adapt to it sooner or later. We should like get along with it, I would say. And that was the biggest takeaway for me. So like I'll not take too long because I know people here will be willing to speak technically, but there are two major takeaways from this event. So one, I would say like we all as professionals should polish our skills, like should harness our skills towards AI. Like I would just quote again Mahesh what he said. Like he was mentioning about how AI is going to change the way developers work. It's not just like developers, right? Like I would say an example. Like I saw a video where the LLM was able to like if I give a piece of malware to it, it was able to like fully reverse engineer it. So it has developed to that stage. People are using it for that. So I think we all should polish our skills. Like it is never too late to start, I believe. So we should adapt ourselves to the AI world and AI era. And the second biggest takeaway, I would call it as a wish as well. So I would wish for many cross-functional people to join this kind of events as well. The reason why I'm telling this, me dealing with application security most of the times, whenever I speak with the application developer, I really like don't get the full picture of the application development life cycle. But that is understandable because we are all busy. So during the office hours, it is very difficult to get in touch with the application developer, and especially during issues or anything it is very difficult for us to get a real conversation and then understand the application development life cycle. So I think these kind of events will be a great place for us to connect and then like get in touch with cross-functional domains and then understand like how it is progressing in each of the domains, which will help in both the scenarios, I believe. So that, as I said, it is a personal wish for me. And I was just telling Apieksha, I will make it a point to attend the next SIT event as well, to at least like understand as Sindhu was telling, there has been a lot of changes from the past SIT event to this one, right? So I'll try to like see what has been changed in the business from this point to the next SIT event. So that is one thing which I'm excited to attend the next SIT event for. So finally, yeah. So this is all I have to say. I know it was not very technical, and I hope it was not
No.
boring as
I
well.
think this is very important for all of us, right?
Correct.
Since
Yeah.
Kunal, Ranjeet is also available here. So I mean, these are all the folks who are, running the show behind and getting all the tasks getting done. And
Hmm.
it's very well said. Like, see, especially if that makes these kinds of events, some people feel generally they are very technical, right? Until you step in and then you
Correct.
understand what that's happening, it's very tough for somebody to come and explain you what it is actually happening. So
Right.
everybody who comes to this SIT will have some takeaways, right? Whether you are a
Right.
technical, non-technical, or you are even not completely related to SAP. Even in that case
Right.
also, there are things which will fascinate you. At least you know how these systems are getting built. What is the innovation that's all coming up, correct?
Right.
So that's what this community is fostered to take care of. Great, and surely like to see you in the next SAT also. Okay,
Definitely.
thank you,
Definitely, Satish. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks
thank
a
you.
lot
Thanks for
for giving
joining
me the
here also.
opportunity. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
thank you, Hariharan. So anybody who want to go next, please raise your hand. So we will go by the order. Okay. Thank you, Ranjit. Thank you, Namrata. Thank you, Akash, for everybody who has joined here. So people who don't know, so this is Let's Talk SAP. We do it on every Wednesday with different topics. And this week we picked up to share experiences or what is the key learning that has taken up in our SAP Inside Track.
I can go next.
Yeah,
Satish
please go
speaking.
ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't attend the SAT event last time, and I think I attended in 2019. So then I
Okay.
moved to COVID. I couldn't attend for 2 years, and then I moved to UK. But it's good, attending those sessions. So I'm just connected today to listen the new things that are happening in SAP
Yeah,
world.
yeah. Thank you, Ishwar.
Yeah,
Thank you. I think you connected from UK, right? It's in a
yeah,
different
yeah,
time zone. Thank you.
yeah.
I think
Good
we
to
will give
hear.
it that. Yeah, after a long time, I guess also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Thank you. So I think you're
because the
still on the
time
IBP,
difference,
right?
right?
Correct, correct.
Yeah, I'm working on the IBP and DSPP
Okay,
for now. So there are 2-3 modules, and
great.
because of the time difference,
Understood,
usually I will
understood.
have
Yeah,
some
yeah.
calls during that time.
Yeah, I also need to make an out of office on my current assignment and then had to conduct this event. Okay.
Oh, nice,
I
nice.
do
Good,
have a
good.
CET time zone projects also running up. Okay,
Yeah,
over to
and
you, Kunal, please.
Okay, great. It is. Let
Just
me
to introduce, I will just want to quickly introduce Kunal also, since I know Kunal for quite some time. So Kunal is also an SAP champion. So he comes from the the CX area, right? Customer experiences area, CX suit expertise. He has a lot of expertise on multiple areas, um, like the CDC, BTP, commerce, all those areas. And he's also an SAP champion. Very happy to have you here, Kunal. Please go ahead. He was also speaker in the SAP Inside Track. Okay, quickly. Yeah, over to you, Kunal.
Thank you, Satish. Hi, everyone. Good evening. So, as Satish introduced, I'm Kunal, SAP champion. 13 years with SAP CRM and CX background. 10 years I was with SAP Labs itself. And then for 1 year, 1 year, some months with Accenture, and then 2.5 years with IBM now, currently. Uh, to share my experience from SIT, right? So I have been volunteer. So as a SAP champion, I started with volunteering cost like 2 years back, or maybe more than 2 years now, as a volunteer. Then I started also contributing as a speaker as well as SIT. So now, what is the reason we join SIT? What do we get with SIT? To be honest, this is a mini ticket, let's call it, and it brings a lot of value, which is free of cost. It brings all type of different technologies, topics in one single place in different formats, be it in the classroom session, be it the pod session, be it the hands-on session. So these are the things which we get in SIT, right? And this is something very amazing, driven by community. And one thing which I would like to for sure add here is that everyone who is working on SAP topic or who is contributing in SAP community in any way, everyone is a SAP champion, everyone is a SAP mentor, or everyone is a SAP influencer, right? It's just that uh, some of the chosen are given that tag because of the bit more of contribution or anything. But I believe that everyone who is contributing in SAP ecosystem is a SAP champion or mentor or influencer, let's say, right? Coming back to my experience as a SIT, I think it brings a lot of value in terms of your overall understanding. For example, as a speaker, I normally talk about the topic where I cover the SAP strategy, which covers the entire SAP as a whole. What is SAP? What are the different modules? What are the business application and everything? But without taking much time here around what are the things, one thing which SAP has been driving for a long time, and I think we are there now, is one single word is unification. SAP is trying to unify all the areas of SAP, right? Everything. For example, you when you just search SAP and you'll find one kind of like purple color of picture which covers the three pillars of SAP, right? First is BTP, second is business suite, and third is your AI, right? These are the major three pillars of SAP, let's call it, right? And what is SAP trying with all these things is basically unifying the business applications, unifying the data, unifying the integrations, let's call it, right? So this is what SAP is basically driving towards. And with that, I hand over to you, Satish. Thanks a lot. Let's
Yeah.
continue the discussion, right? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Kunal. That's a very important thing, right? As you said, I mean, there are two things. Like if you have not attended or if you're part of SIT, you can see it's a more on a community event. So it's nothing like, I mean, you can pick up any role and you can help, you can participate, you can present and everything. So that's one side of it. And the very important part, what you said, SAP is trying to unify, right? So that's what is important, because the suite of products that SAP has, uh, the various number of applications or the modules, and it's very very robust. And now, as you said, they are trying to unify it in all areas so that they all work in a very tandem between all the the business functions or the applications, etc. So that's a fantastic one. We have to look for how this is going to fold up. And another important point, which I was about to take it up, as Hariharan was also saying, we were talking about this to some people on the floor. I mean, they were asking like, what is the technology transformations? I was saying like, it's very fast. So I said, so if you want somebody to know what is the technology heading to, I said, come to SIT, because Kunal, you remember like 2 years before we were doing on BTP, and last year we were doing it on Gen AI, and this year we are doing it on agentic AI, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think even before that we were talking about cloud. We were talking about S4 HANA cloud, and that was all happening. Kana HANA cloud, Joule, etc. and all. So actually, this particular forum brings us an opportunity to understand where this technology is running across. And when SAP is focusing, it's not on the SAP product alone. I generally see the outside spectrum other than SAP also. Yes, we get connected with a lot of people who has multiple array of applications, right? They don't only have SAP, they look for solutions across all this. And so if SAP is focusing on AI, which is agentic AI, then you can just look at the other areas. You can see so much things happening more on the agentic AI today, right? Everybody are focusing it. So this particular SAP Inside Tracks generally helps you to, you know, calibrate ourselves. What is the skill set that you need to keep it or look for, or start upskilling, cross skilling, or what the industry is looking for. So that's what I will take it about. So I have more things to share, but in case if anybody wanted to open up your experience sharing, feel free to just raise your hands so that we can hear from you. Anybody want to go next? Yeah, go Apieksha. Happy to hear from you.
Sure, Satish. So, yeah, hi all. To introduce myself, my name is Apieksha, as he just mentioned, and I am an associate ABAP consultant working with Bosch Global Software Technologies. So, I have an experience of 3.5 years in the same domain. So, I work on a project which is doing the migration from ECC system to S4 HANA systems. So, I majorly work on clean code and adapting syntaxes according to the S4 HANA guidelines, and building converting all these transaction code based applications to Fiori applications. Had Have had opportunity to work on these CDS views, wrap, etc. But yeah, coming to the main focus of this meeting, what was my experience in SIT? So this was my first event, and I was really really excited because I was actually thinking about taking a leap in my career, because I was thinking I'm getting stagnant here and I wanted to switch companies actually. So I thought this would help me kind of get an idea about what the market is, and probably like what exactly is happening in this area. So excitedly I came in, and Sindhu, like, she set the stage like very it triggered a lot of curiosity in me. It was great. And then moving ahead with the sessions, again, as I mentioned, as a backend developer, I was naturally gravitated towards these AI for developers and tools like that. So I also put my hands on Joule for developers. I mean, one thing it triggered in me was, if Joule is doing everything that I am doing right now, what would I be doing in the coming years? That was a very, very alarming question in me. But yeah, I've had like opportunity to discuss with experts like Satish and a few others as well. So when we were discussing that it cannot replace humans, right? So AIs will only be a supporter or supporting tool for what humans are already doing. And from my understanding, I think it's great because I don't think there's any point in knowing the syntaxes or anything. I think the whole point lies in understanding the logic and then the functional areas of what you're working on. uh, so I mean, we have to adapt to this AI culture. And this question, which I discussed with a few of the experts and got to know that we have to move towards being proficient in both functional aspects as well as technical aspects. I mean, which most of us may not be right now. We might be focusing only on the technical. I mean, especially me as a person with 3.5 years experience, I think I'm solely into backend development. I don't get to discuss any functional topics at all. That's one of the main reasons I was planning to switch actually. But yeah, so I think going forward, techno functional will be the buzzword or the need of the era, I would say. And that this was one key takeaway actually for me. So I have to look for opportunities outside being just a backend developer, because AI is going to take over whatever I'm doing right now. And to talk about other things, I also understood that how fast and how rapid the change, technology is evolving. So it was really alarming for me that I should jump into topics which I have not worked upon and which are trending right now. So as Satish and Hari already mentioned, so Sindhu mentioned that the topics which were discussed in the last SIT will not be discussed in the next SIT. We'll already have plenty of new topics coming up. So that was really, really alarming for me. So I have to like fasten the pace in which I'm like getting track on things. So that was another big takeaway, I would say. And yeah, and one more thing was, it was great connecting with people actually. I mean, how much ever these AI agents are taking over the world, nothing can match human interactions and human brain, right? So I think that was one other happy thing which happened here. We got to connect with a lot of SAP people. And yeah, I think we as a community should discuss and evolve and grow with the, I mean, with the AI tools coming up. So this is, I think this is it.
Great.
Yeah,
So I think
yeah.
this is one of a blessed for you at a very early stages of your career. You are
Uh-huh.
getting exposed to these kinds of great events, right? So it actually gives you a clear vision how you wanted to progress, and
Exactly.
your networking opportunities at this level
Mm,
will help you to put out a very clear roadmap where you want to position and how the technology is going and how do we adapt it. Correct.
exactly.
So
Correct.
I feel that's one part of it.
Mm,
And one more part, when you said like the AA is a threat, I
mm,
mean, that's what we were discussing with few of the friends over there. So, I mean, there are two things, right?
mhm,
One is like people are thinking of how much jobs is AI is going to take. But
mm.
I think people are not looking for how many jobs AI is going to create.
Exactly. Correct. Correct,
You
correct.
know,
I think this point even I had to mention, because I think we'll all jump into making AI agents for our own business needs, right? Customizing AI agents, and probably that will be the, uh, I mean, where work will be needed from humans, I believe.
correct. So because you know there is so much of opportunities that is coming up. So
Mm,
I think rather than focusing on the threat, we have to focus on the opportunity. So that's what is important for us. Okay, it's just for you. Since you said like, is it going to replace my job? Yes, it will. But if you know how to do along with AI, correct,
Correct.
then there is no threat, right? Because
Exactly.
I mean, that's where your innovation, our learning curve, and our adaptability, our knowledge updation, all things plays across here, correct? If
Right,
you
right, Satish.
feel to do what we were doing, see, imagine like, okay, when you say on your experience is 3 years, like there are people who have been doing this for 10 years and 15 years, right?
Right, right, right.
Imagine them.
Right,
So
right, right.
they all need to identify this, and then they have to upskill, and or they have to look for what am I doing it across, correct? I mean, your
Exactly.
expertise is not an expertise. There is a new expertise that you need to acquire. So that's what we need to
Correct.
look. But yeah, yes, you said there are a lot of things that you mentioned, like SATs are always new, and the
Mm,
technology things are always coming up. Just to add, I mean,
mm,
what I heard, or what when we were talking in couple of other things,
mhm,
then we were
mhm,
talking about one part. One is like in future,
mhm,
either you be an AI person, or
mhm.
you should know how to work along with people who are working in AI. Say you have to be in
Exactly.
either one of this bucket.
Mm,
If you're not in this, then there is a threat. There's a real threat. Okay,
right,
so that's how it's going to be in future. So
right,
thank you,
right.
Apieksha. I mean, it was nice meeting you there, and thanks for joining here and sharing your knowledge. So let's wait to hear from others if anybody want to go out.
Sure, Satish. Thanks for the
Yeah, thank you.
opportunity. Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks.
sure, sure, sure. Okay, guys, if anybody want to go up, if you're part and if you want to share something, please raise your hand so that we know you are coming in line and you are going to share it across. So until somebody is coming up, some of the things that I was watching about what see, one thing in SAP Inside Track, my takeaway is like, take a notes from there, come and do your homework, because whatever you hear there is just a drop in the ocean, right? It's not like you hear lot things, right? You only get some clues. So then you have to come back here, play your puzzles, and find a way what this are happening across. So one important thing that I took away was like what Sindhu was talking about, prompt engineering to benchmark engineering, right? Even when we have not known what a prompt engineering is, so people have started talking about, you know, prompt engineering versus benchmark engineering. So that was a very important part. So, and I'm still trying to understand that, okay, where that is all heading to. So I started trying to understand uh, which one is that we have to do. So when I was trying to understand what this benchmark engineering is going to do, it was very interesting. You know, they are going to benchmark the outputs what every AI models are going to give to us. You can imagine that. So it's not that somebody is going to blindly utilize the outputs, right? So because prompt is only trying to get you the outputs, but then what is coming out from different models, so somebody has to look for it and evaluate it whether these are all coming out correctly. So that was one point that was uh, very interesting for me. And always the second part was about the AI for sustainability. You know, one of the key things what will help, what I see as a business case is in terms of the sustainability. I mean, sustainability in different aspects, okay, which can help us to control many things. So I will just take a pass here. Kangna has joined. Kangna, you can unmute. Sorry, I think I missed your time slot, but since you are here, I will make a way for you. So just to give a quick, Kangna is from SAP Labs, so she is also product owner in one of the area. So just go ahead, Kangna. You can speak now.
Hey, thank you for inviting me, first of all, here. And when I met you at SIT, it was really nice the way, you discussed about your issues. So what happens is we at SAP Labs, we try to bring the best features that customer demands. But there are very few opportunities when we see a lot of demands from customer, but why are we not able to bring that feature? Or if that feature already exists but in a different manner, somehow that communication always gets missed. And either we have to be in calls with the partners who are implementing the projects for the customers, or in that. So it's like, when a customer is coming for evaluation itself, that time many I would say many features that are available might not be known. Like when I was explaining to you, right, about the scope items.
Yeah.
So I felt it was a wonderful opportunity for us to understand that where we are missing to fail to communicate to our end customer how we are innovating. So there was a huge learning for me to understand, to go deep inside and understand that where we are missing. And probably this I would also take, to further management as well, where to plan out something where and to figure out where we are missing. That is the
Thank
first
you.
thing I experienced. And also one more observation from my side. So we keep on meeting customers and partners in our experience center when they are coming individually, but many times when they visit, they come with their seniors, mainly the implementation partners. Also, they come with their operations head and everyone. So one-to-one connect with actual consultant who is implementing, who is on the field doing the job, what all concerns he has, that doesn't get that doesn't get highlighted in such meeting. But SIT is one such forum where I found that it was very easy for any consultant to just walk up to us and inform that where they are facing the issues, what is the ground level reality. So I felt that somewhere we have to really work as an entire community, as a SAP community, to also see how easy it is for the consultants to implement our solutions. And we should not only focus on how to make our customers businesses run better, but we should also focus on how easy we can make the implementation as well smooth for all the consultants. So with that, I would like to, end up my insights into the SIT.
Thank you, Kangna, and you made a very right point, and it was always. And I want to tell you, it is very few occasions you get this kind of people who are from a functional background. You get a opportunity to meet, right? I was about to leave at 12, but then interestingly, I saw the CPQ session. Then I said, okay, I have to spend some time, and it was a great opportunity for me to talk with the CPQ folks, and thank you for you voluntarily finding me out from the crowd, pulling me to talk about certain issues that we were facing. You were right. Yes, you rightly said. Yes, this collaboration is very important because uh, the things that is happening at a very ground level, they may be very very basic things, right? People, the first question comes to at a customer site when you are there. They say, if a product and a company we say it is a world class, why that small functions like this is not done? you know and then that puts it in a very tough situation, and we give a very generic answer saying that, okay, this product is not for particular industry, it's a very generic product, it can do all those things. A lot things like that we put it across just to cover up when they ask. When we go back, when we are at the floor saying that this is the best of best ERP that we have and this is the best of best solution we are doing, and when they ask us very very simple things, which would have been managed, or for some reason it's dropped. But as you said, some collaborations will help us at least to understand the customer expectations, like people who are all coming to these kinds of SAP Inside Track.
Yes. Yeah, thank you,
Thank you.
and hope I will also speak. I already intimated even my superiors what all observations I had.
Yeah,
Without taking any names, I informed my superior is also mentioned that okay, he will also take up with Sindhu Gangadhar, and I
yeah,
already had some connect with her. Very nice, discussed about some issues of consultants which I observed with our own implementation partner, that is SAP SDC. but
Hmm.
I see that there is altogether a different ball game that has to be catered by SAP with other partners as well.
Correct. Some forum, see, currently our this community, SAP community, or those forums are the only opportunities, or you have to get into the innovative council, or you have to go to that improvement forum, etc. Right? And that is very tough. This innovation council and these other areas, like you have to write for it, and then get a vote, and then that gets evaluated. Many of them get stopped across in many places, so that's why we feel that thing. Otherwise, I think great, and it was nice meeting you. And surely we should, in the next SAT also, we like to meet more folks like you. Because initially, I don't know how much you know. Initially, in the SAP Inside Track, we used to have three tracks. Generally, it was like functional, technical, and then analytical. That's how the
Mhm.
tracks were all there, so that there was representation for the functional people also. But but then I think later on this has evolved, and now it's all different focus. But otherwise, we used to have this kind of things, and we used to have the product owners and also talk more about some of the key functions or some areas which may help us to be more robust.
Yeah, yeah. That's true. As you yourself have experienced, right? Initially, I think last year only the SIT program started. So it was a smaller level or a smaller scale that it was first constituted, and now after experiences, it's much bigger this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
thanks, it was so lovely to meet you there. And it was like just when you shared me the incident as well, I am taking it up with my colleagues as well.
Yeah, I
The
got a
same thing.
reply too.
Yeah.
We got a reply. It was a standard reply. They said like, okay, currently there is a deficiency. We have to do it across. Okay, but we
I
will
know, I
connect on
know, I
that.
know, I know, I know.
Yeah,
That's how it happens. But
yeah.
yeah, we have
At
to,
least.
being SAP, we have to find some way to also, give
Yeah.
some priority to this. So that's where
Correct,
is my
correct.
responsibility.
Yeah. No, I see. It's all about the product future, right? So I think that may come in, but maybe it's not on a priority for this release. But
Hmm.
maybe sometime down the line, it also needs to get fixed, right?
Yeah,
So it will
yeah.
be there. So yeah, thank you, Kangna. I know you were occupied and you stepped out to help us and share some insights. What has helped us on the safety inside track.
Yeah.
So once
Thank you.
again, if anybody want to come out and speak across, feel free to raise your hands. Otherwise, let me continue. If anybody want, please raise your hands. Okay. So so the other part I wanted to talk was like when Sindhu was mentioning about the SAP Sports one. So I was never aware that there's such a nice product to manage the whole sports related, business requirements. So I have taken it up, and I found there is a 30-day trial period for that SAP Sports one. And that was very interesting. So people who come from a sports background, and if you wanted to understand how they are being done, it actually, as I started looking into that, I what I came to know about that was it helps the whole the clubs or anybody who are taking this. It helps to do the team management. It helps to track the players development progress, and it even helps to monitor their performance insights and all. And then it tracks to help the fitness levels of the individual players. And there was a very nice use cases also. So like how it's being used, and there are certain soccer clubs which has helped the uh, you know to utilize this functionality. So one of the use cases, I'm just putting it in the chat also here, so people who like to look into that, feel free to have a look. So it was very nice that these events, what is the knowledge level that it helps us to bring, right? And they were very casually they were talking about that we will adapt this to our IPLs also. So I was thinking that a great use case is getting built. But this was very 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 interesting when I understood like what they are doing, you know. Because today, as you know, there are a lot of sports that are growing up in a very big way. It's become an industry, is what I can tell you. Because for India, sports had a different way, but then we were all looking at Euro Cups or other things, especially on the saucer or with you know the basketball league or the other things in US and other things. You can see the volume of transactions that's all happening because those clubs are very big in deal sizes. They manage many things, right? So it was very very amazing to see that there is a solution for this one also. So and I started looking at that one. So that was a big takeaway for me. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but then it was very interesting to know that uh, we have a solution for sports, and that is called as SAP Sports One. So if anybody is interested to look, please just Google SAP Sports One, and it will help for us to understand the how SAP is helping the things related to the sports as an industry. So that was a very nice, great keyword that I took from that keynote speech of Sindhu, and I started trying to build things around it. Okay, and other thing I also took the point was about the blueprint technology. The Palantir partnership what they had, and the SAP Document AI, which has an instant learning part, and they were talking about prompt optimizers, right? So things related to that, and AI foundation on the BA operating system. So these are all very keywords. So I am doing certain things on this, and then I will be publishing. But then for me, the takeaway is like you get to understand these trends or these technologies or these technology partners who are doing what. So that's a great takeaway from there. But you have to do little groundwork after you bring them onto your table, so that you actually utilize them, right? Otherwise it's very tough. And this is what I generally do, try to look into them, understand what they are currently doing, so that you have little level of upskilling or at least some knowledge level when you speak to somebody on these areas. And very importantly, the one thing they also talk once they said is about you need to stay curious, right? And that is very important for all of us. So if there are 10-15 people who have participated today, it's just they are curious to hear or learn. So that is always it reinstates that yes, we are doing it in the right way. So these were some of my key takeaways from SAP Inside Track, and every time it's very very interesting meeting a new set of people, and that's one day to come and meet our old friends who are virtually connected. So this is all that I get experienced whenever I come to SAP Inside Track. So I take a pause here. So open to any questions or anything that you wanted to share here, guys. So we have another 10 more minutes left. So anybody have any question, please feel free to put it across here. Thank you, Samantha. So a lot of things related to AI is happening. So that is going to keep us very interesting for, I don't know whether it's going to be months or years, but surely it's going to be on everybody's wish list to take it up. Thank you, guys. So one more time, I will take a last call. If anybody wanted to have a question or if you have anything to share, um, just raise your hands and you can talk. Yeah, Kunal.
And everyone is thinking ahead here, like everyone is concerned about this question came right that AI might take the I would say anyone who is not skilling up their knowledge and despite are going to get replaced with the better people or with the people who are more skilled. That's what is the main context here, right? So that's what I want to say at the last and close this call. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. I think thanks for joining here. So, so you are in the Let's Talk SAP. So this is a weekly event which happens on every week, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Indian time, Indian Standard Time. So every week we talk on different subjects. So this week this was about SAP Inside Track and knowledge sharing. So next week we will have a session on the title called as Driving the Future. This is a multi-agent AI for intelligent spare parts planning. So I don't know how many of us know SAP also has a module as part of supply chain management, which is called as SPP, which is a spare parts planning. So in this uh, we will have a session next week. It's a demo session, done by Ankur. It will be we will touch base on agent builder, Joule agents, and also about the SAP knowledge graph, etc. We'll be happy to have all of you there. Until then, thank you very much. Thank you for sparing your time on a Wednesday evening. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kangna. Thank you,
For next
Namrata.
session, I would request you to I'll speak to him first. I would
Yeah, yeah.
request you if you can invite Vivek's friend.
Sure, sure,
So
sure.
he